Not only is this bird unable to raise its own children, even when the chicks just hatch out of their shells, treat them as intruders. But this guy's bird's nest is jaw-dropping. The length and width can reach an astonishing 5 meters. The height is also about 2 meters. It is no exaggeration to say that. It is the largest bird's nest in the world. It's certainly not easy for a contractor of such a large project. The owner of the bird's nest came with a big gold chain. He is the Australian bush mole. In ancient Greek, it means Bigfoot. His feet are not only powerful weapons, it is also a key tool for building nests. Now this guy is looking for a suitable location to build your own nest. Otherwise, during this mating season, no matter how big a gold chain is, it will never be magnetic. Look at him more. Choose a nesting site. This thing starts from within a radius of 20 meters. Collect dead leaves and branches as building materials. Male Cluster Nevis is quite particular, because this thing builds a new home every year, usually at the previous year's location. This project is quite difficult. Materials carried by male bush moles for nesting can reach an astonishing 4 tons. That is 8,000 pounds, calculated in proportion. This is much bigger than a villa. For one's own happiness, male bush germplasm from morning to night. Work tirelessly for more than a month. This teddy bear bush mole is building a nest, and it's already coming to an end. You may be thinking, is it enough to build a nest by pulling a few times? Then you underestimate this foreman too much. Not only can this product's nest weigh an astonishing 4 tons, and after completion, it must undergo strict quality inspection. He dug a hole in the center of the nest. Then use your flexible tongue. Check the temperature inside. Want to successfully hatch baby birds? The temperature inside the nest must be maintained at around 33 degrees. This requires very precise control. A shoddy project with uneven temperature will be disliked by female moles. In order to gain recognition from females, male mole seeding can be described as painstaking. Dr. Daryl Jones tests surface temperature. The surface temperature of the forest is only 13.5 degrees Celsius. After the male bush germplasm leaves, they tested the temperature inside the nest again. The data obtained is 25.8 degrees Celsius. This temperature is not hot enough to hatch baby birds. After a rain, the new home of the clump germplasm will be drenched. Dead leaves and branches will decompose faster due to moisture. Thus, this huge bird's nest become a natural incubator. In other words, their bird's nest is powered by new energy. It's almost time. Male bush Nevis digs a hole again. Then use your tongue to test the internal temperature. It can be seen from the constant steam coming out. The temperature here is definitely not low. Male Cluster Nevis is very satisfied with this. Now everything is ready. All I owe is my wife. Let's see how this guy woos a mate. Male Cluster Nevis takes a deep breath. Puff up the golden meat mallet on your neck. Make a cooing sound. Like the females in this area, advertise big. Don't miss it when passing by. Take a look. Take a look. Is our trendy product any good? We are looking for any girl who is 5 meters wide and 2 meters tall. Shout out with these 2 voices. Immediately, a female cluster mole was attracted. It looks similar to a male Cluster Nevis. It's just that the gold chain I'm wearing isn't that big. The older girl stepped forward suspiciously. He just started without saying anything. He also took the temperature with his tongue. It seems to feel okay. Being in a dilemma about female moles, when you don't know which one to choose. Male Nevis can't help but buy it by force. This move gave the female by the mole, which frightened her greatly, escaped from here quickly. But he will come back to lay eggs in a few days. Male moles spend most of their time here. Female cluster mole waiting to hear the news. However, some females come over and lay eggs directly. I don't like this male bush mole at all. Male Cluster Nevis cannot be determined. Is this female his wife? But he's used to it, because his wife will also go to other males' homes to lay eggs, doing this even if a nest is destroyed. They will not be extinct. Male dominance is not the norm this time. The principle of yes next time. Be attentive next to me. Females spend a lot of time laying eggs, so I don't have time to deal with it now. In the next few weeks, every few days, it will find a place to lay an egg. During the breeding season, they can give birth to about 20 eggs. Leave the place where the incident occurred immediately, after finishing the incident. And the males will stay here and tinker. Maintain temperature inside the nest. But any cluster mole will not breed offspring. I dug holes upward for 2 days in the nest. A small cluster of Nevis appears. The outside world is full of dangers. And now the biggest danger is his father. Because males are smart, will treat their own children as intruders. The chick's instinct is to hide in dead leaves and stay quiet. The protective color makes it difficult for him to be discovered by his father. When dad goes out to look for food, the little guy quickly rushed out to find a hiding place. But his dad is a good guy. Fortunately, I ran fast. Otherwise, I will probably be kicked to death by my father. From now on, he will survive his lonely childhood. Rely on instinct to explore survival skills. Of the more than 9,000 known species of birds, there are only 22 kinds of calmness. There is this behavior of abandoning chicks. A young male elephant seal attempting to kidnap a female elephant seal. Female elephant seal keeps struggling to escape because his crush is Lord Elephant Seal. After all, this beach belongs to Lord Elephant Seal. I want to raise offspring here. Must be approved by Lord Elephant Seal. The situation here alarmed the Elephant Seal Lord. Saw a newly arrived female elephant seal being kidnapped. The Elephant Seal Lord looks up close and roars. Let that girl go. Let me explain the congested and bloated nose. The Lord is ready for battle. Young bull elephant seal and cold shocked, showing frightened eyes. He doesn't have the courage to fight the Lord. Running away is the wisest choice. The Lord continued to roar, but he didn't catch up, because that consumes too much fat. Young bull elephant. The seal escapes. He wasn't sure if the leader would change his mind temporarily. Seeing that the other party has already pissed himself off, the Lord quickly lay down and regained his strength. Those two voices just now really tired him out. As the Lord of this beach, he needs to maintain his strength, because challengers will appear at any time. When the time comes, he will surround his harem. He will fight to the end, even to the death. Although he had as many as 100 or 200 wives and concubines. But no one will help him. He understands this very well. But I'm really annoyed by that young guy today. Kidnappings are becoming more and more blatant. The Lord just took a rest. This guy pinned a female elephant seal to the ground again. And this time indifferent to the Lord's roar. That posture is like calling you a bastard. Come over if you dare. How could the Lord tolerate such provocation? The seal lord rushes forward regardless of the danger. Now he just wants to give a pair of intruders a lesson. He even knocked over his own child. He's not even in the mood to care. That guy actually said he was a talker. The most intolerable thing is to say that you have no talent. As the person with the most species on this beach, have you ever experienced such an insult? The suffocating feeling caused by 3 tons of moving fat. The young man was so frightened that he ran away in panic. The Lord laughed angrily. The intruder was not caught, also consumed 2 pounds of fat. While he was out of breath, a beautiful scene at the edge of the territory. It made him explode again after he had just regained some sense. There was a guy who took advantage of the situation and walked in. What's even more annoying is, this guy's dirty tricks already hugged his wife's waist. The female seal seemed to have fallen asleep in his arms. The intruder saw blood in the Lord's eyes. No, something is wrong. This time the Lord is really anxious. It doesn't matter whether the other party has run far away or not. I have to give that guy an acquired cerebral infarction today. Otherwise, you will be so angry that you have a heart attack. Just as the Lord rushed out, the young bull elephant seal behind him made another move. And what he was targeting this time, it turned out to be a female elephant seal with her baby. Many failed operations made the intruder's eyes blue. It doesn't matter whether you have children or not. As long as it's a female, that's fine. The baby elephant seal was so frightened that he cried. He kept calling mom and dad. But the territory is now a mess. Mom and dad no longer care about him. This baby elephant seal got separated from its mother. In the commotion, he lay on the beach and called helplessly, "If you don't get mother's protection and feeding, maybe I won't be able to survive even 3 days." Its cry seems to have disturbed the aunt next to it. Although my aunt is also my father's wife. But they won't pity this little guy. He was driven aside by his aunt. Helplessly, I continue to look for my mother. But this beach is too big. Tens of thousands of square meters. On the second day, baby elephant seal loses mother. Get in front of a kind-hearted aunt. The hungry little guy took over his brother's place. My brother, who is growing tall, is also very hungry. But now he can't get milk. The shouting wakes up this elephant seal mother. He is confused now. Feeling distressed, I asked, "What's wrong, baby?" Suddenly he found out that he was drinking his own milk. Not my own child. Suddenly showed a vicious expression. "You bear thing. See how I deal with you." Baby elephant seal is driven away again. And he was injured this time. He is lonely and helpless. In the end, he couldn't escape his fate. Sleep on this beach. Nothing goes to waste on the beach. A flock of seabirds eat the baby elephant seal clean. Although the elephant seal leader is his father, but it's impossible for this guy to take care of his own children, because he has too many children. It would be nice if half of them survived. Just make sure this beach is not robbed. All the female elephant seals here will give him a child. Can a tiger cub survive if its mother suddenly loses its mother? This young tiger named Maya gives us the answer. A week ago, the center of Tadoba lost a king. Maya's mother Leela goes hunting. Never came back. Possibly a poacher encounter. And his 4 children are only 1.5 years old. Without an accident, none of them would have survived. Driven by hunger. 4 tiger cubs wander aimlessly in Tadoba. But Maya shows an independent personality. He leaves 3 brothers and sisters. Embark alone on the road to seek survival. Maya, who is only 1.5 years old, still doesn't know how to hunt. In order to survive, he became a scavenger in this area. But thankfully, the tigers around don't know. The central area of Tadoba has lost its owner. So no blind guy broke in. That's all. Maya, who was hungry for 3 days and 9 days, managed to live to be 2 years old. But without mother's guidance, Maya still doesn't know how to hunt. At this time, Maya's life began to gradually change. One day at noon, he came to the pond to take a shower. Just fantasize about it. Which kind-hearted herbivore allows itself to eat 2 bites? Just at this time, the second senior brother came tugging and tugging. But the second senior brother is not someone to be bullied. His pair of sharp fangs can scare the kids next door to tears. The second senior brother saw Maya lying in the water. Say hello warmly. Take a shower, big girl. Maya rolled her eyes. Taking a bath is called a spa. You bastard. Then he rushed up. Maya, who lost her mother since she was a child. No hunting skills. Facing his second senior brother, who was about the same size as him. Maya bit her opponent's cervical vertebrae. This wild boar spent more than half an hour, although very clumsy, but it's already amazing. It's my first time to hunt with such a tough guy. Maya was just over 2 years old at this time. The success of hunting allowed him to regain his confidence. It also became the guarantee for his survival. No one thought. The best place in Tadoba. Current controller. It turned out to be an underage tiger. After eating and drinking, Maya hid the leftovers. He once made a living by scavenging. Know that you should be diligent and thrifty. This half pig is enough for him to eat for several days. So now Maya is in a good mood. As we grow older, Maya's recipes are becoming more and more abundant. When he was almost 3 years old, finally spotted Tadoba's largest herbivore, Indian buffalo. An adult weighs about 1 ton, known as the largest bison on land. There are not many records of Asian tigers preying on white bison. Well documented. Tiger King Raja once did it in his prime. But no. Maya is a newly adult tigress. As far as this combat power is concerned, he can definitely be ranked among the top 3 among tigresses. And it was at this time, a male tiger came here. At this time, Maya was not only young and beautiful, and she's also a super rich woman. Dominate the richest area of Tadoba. The male tiger decided without much hesitation. Even if I am a daughter or son-in-law, I still have to stay here. Maya's purpose is very simple. Use male tigers to continue your own bloodline. After Maya achieved her goal, she drove away the male tiger. She will give birth alone. A little tiger crawls out of the cave. What's worse is that there's a group of passing Shiba Inu nearby. When Maya returned, both children were gone. The result is unacceptable. Maya's scream that night was filled with sadness. As the king of Tadoba, but can't protect myself. Perhaps you can only understand a child's mood by experiencing it. Shortly after losing a child, Maya is ready to talk to someone else. Yu Lao didn't keep him waiting for too long. Wondering Kung Fu Maxa soon came to apply for the job. The eager Maya agreed immediately. With the lesson learned from last time, Maya didn't drive Maxa away. He takes care of his 3 children at home. The task of hunting was given to Maxa. Marksha is very satisfied with this. After all, this territory is so rich in resources. With parental care, the 3 cubs are growing up. At this time, Maya was thinking about Xiao Juju in her heart, because he wanted to leave this territory to his son. Maxa became his son's biggest stumbling block. It's not like he can just drive Maxa away. That would be a bit like burning a bridge. Gotta find a good excuse. Noon of this day, when Marksha was patrolling the territory, found mother and son of sloth bears. So this guy wants to taste what the little sloth bear tastes like. Mother sloth bear protects her children. With Mark Shaspa, sloth bear mother fights to the death, although Maxa has the upper hand. But there is no quick fix. After all, sloth bear's fighting power is not weak. Maxa was scared first, and also injured. This just gave Maya a reason to kick him out. Forget it if you fight with sloth bear, you still lose to me. How did you have the nerve to come back? Maxa was furious after being squeezed by Maya. The 2 of them started fucking directly. In the end, Maxa relented. I can't bear to kill Maya. He chose to leave voluntarily. In fact, he also understands in his heart, Maya is raising a baby for her soon-to-be adult son. Fight for ownership of this territory. As a father, he is willing to lose. Leopards are the fastest cats in the world. It can always catch its prey by surprise. Its success rate is quite high, and leopards can climb trees. Once a leopard targets its prey, it will usually die. Today Kiku will show you 15 moments when a leopard kills its prey. Scene 15 Leopard hunts honey badger. Although Brother Pink 2 has a bearish attitude towards life and death, the spirit of doing whatever you want, but leopards always have a way to deal with them. There is nothing that can be done about this flat-headed guy, who was taken to the tree. But Brother Flathead is Brother Flathead, still not giving up resistance. Usually the leopard takes an hour. Only then can I hunt down an old and weak flat-headed brother. So the leopard is not willing to hunt Brother Ping 2, unless he is really hungry and dizzy. An adult and strong flat-headed brother. All fight with leopards for hours. In Act 14, the leopard hunts the wildcat. They have the same roots. Why are you so impatient? But there is no way. This is nature's law of survival. This wildcat became the prey of a leopard. This is a serial cat. It's bigger than a wildcat. But the leopard won't let it go either. Act 13 Leopard hunts porcupine. Porcupine is not a guy to be trifled with. The long thorns all over its body make it difficult for leopards to eat. But that doesn't mean the leopard will give up. He tried to turn the warthog over to attack his abdomen. But in the process of confrontation, leopards can also be stung by warthogs. But just to have a bite of porcupine meat, no matter how many injuries the leopard receives, it will not flinch. Finally, the leopard got his wish. Drag this warthog into your territory. Act 12 Leopard hunts baboon. Leopards don't like baboons. Male baboons are quite violent. They will capture leopard cubs. This female leopard killed a baboon. But hordes of baboons soon retaliated. This also causes a lot of trouble for leopards. Act 11 Leopard hunts oil pig. Leopards can cause harm to oil pigs. This unlucky guy caught by leopard. Sometimes fat pigs will kill leopards. A leopard will be gored to death by a fat pig if he is not careful. Fortunately, this leopard came to help. This prevented tragedy from happening. In the end, this strong oil pig became food for 2 leopards. Leopard catches oil pig. It will use its sharp claws to knock down the fat pig. Then with sharp teeth, until it bites his throat. Kill the oil droplets by suffocating them alive. This process is also quite hard for the leopard. Act 10. Leopard hunts impala. Leopards hunt about 90 different animals, and never picky eaters. In addition, impala is leopard's favorite, because their meat is delicious, and it can be hunted without any challenge. Impala is huge. Usually one can eat several. This kind of hunting with twice the result with half the effort is what leopards like best. Impala will fight back too. But the final result, they will all be hung by leopards on trees to dry. The little impala and leopard will not let go. With one mouthful, this little life came to an end. Chapter 9. Leopard attacks monkey. Leopards really eat monkeys. All monkeys are attacked by leopards. The monkeys in the trees were not spared either. A nimble leopard can always catch a nimble monkey. Watch this leopard leap. His flexibility is really no less than that of a monkey. Act 8. Leopard versus lion. Even the biggest leopard, it is also smaller than the smallest lion. So when a leopard meets a lion, climbing trees is where they go to escape, because leopards will not fight with lions stupidly. In this shot, the leopard has no power to fight back. Once a leopard strays into a pride of lions, his fate is quite tragic. A pack of lions will claim his life, even hiding in a tree. Leopards are also attacked by lions. Act 7. Leopard fighting snake. Because my friend doesn't like snakes, play ball here. Without further ado, think about what will happen if your cat encounters a snake. Then of course, the leopard will do the same. The 6th. Leopard hunts wildebeest. The leopard is chasing a wildebeest. Finally, the wildebeest fell into the mouth of the leopard. Leopards always win with one move. This is inseparable from the leopard's lightning-fast attack. A leopard's attacks are always accurate and ruthless. Wildebeest meets leopard. That's 8 lifetimes of bad luck. This little cowbell is no exception. After being played with by a leopard, being eaten is its final destination. A sudden leopard attack could cause a stir for wildebeest herds. To prove the leopard, he is the assassin of this grassland. 5th. Leopard hunting hound. Leopards take hunting dogs to trees. This is done to avoid being harassed by packs of hunting dogs. A hunting dog bigger than a leopard. He will not be leopard's opponent either. 4th. Order leopard lizard. Monitor lizards are generally not the first choice for leopards, because it has rough skin and thick flesh. But the leopard is hungry and anxious. That won't be the problem. This leopard attacks the lizard, successfully captured in one bite. But killing a lizard seems harder than capturing it. With the loss of time, this leopard actually doesn't know where to get its mouth from. Finally gave up on the lizard. This lizard finally saved a small life. So, leopards are generally not willing to waste time when encountering lizards. Act 3. Leopard eats fish. Kittens love to eat fish. What's more, leopard, it's just a bigger cat. Leopards will go straight into the water to catch catfish. This catfish is hiding under the water. The leopard came over quietly when it's waiting for an opportunity to attack. That's when this catfish was caught. So the leopard's skill in catching catfish, it seems to be imprinted on the leopard's DNA. The remaining things, it's the leopard who enjoys this feast. Act 2. Leopard versus jackal. The jackal is an axe-eating animal, but the leopard dislikes its body odor. But when the jackal provokes the leopard will catch up with the jackal and bite it to death without hesitation. Jackal has no chance to survive leopard attack. So jackal should stay away from leopard's territory. Because of a slight accident, my life was over. Act 1. Leopard catches pheasant. Flocks of pheasants will also be the first choice for leopards. Leopards usually choose to lurk first. After spotting a pheasant, leopards will choose to attack quickly and suddenly. Then good luck eating chicken tonight. The leopard's attack accuracy is so high. These are 14 amazing moments of leopard hunting. What are the natural enemies of leopards? You might as well tell Kiku in the comment area.